Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Everyday Carry for the Everyday Guys. So, a couple of things. Firstly, yes, I am wearing a shirt because someone literally sent me an email asking if all I ever wear are t-shirts. So today I'm wearing a shirt. Well done to that person. Second thing, I've got a really interesting flashlight review for you guys today. So definitely stay tuned to this video to check that out. And then third thing, November, quite excitingly, is going to be holster review month. I've got 3 to 5 holsters I'm going to review. In the beginning, we're going to start off with the Denals outside the waistband holster. I've had this for quite a while. It's a very nice piece. So that's going to be the first review. And then the second review is going to be of Sniper Gear's appendix inside the waistband holster, which caters for the Olight PL Mini. You know, the one that's got like all the right curves in all the right places. And the third review is going to be for Quantum Carry Solutions Chameleon holster, which caters for the Olight PL2 Valkyrie. A lot of people didn't even know this holster existed or that Quantum Carry made it, so this is going to be quite an interesting one. This is currently my EDC, and then we're going to have two more. One, hopefully from a local manufacturer, and another one from an overseas company. I'm not good at keeping secrets, but I've kept this one a secret for quite a while, so bravo to me. Hint, hint. So that's in November, but today I've got a flashlight review and we're going to be having a look at the Fitorch ER16. This is a rechargeable 1000 lumen flashlight. I believe they're like a newish company on the market, so it's quite cool to have this. I want to say thank you to the guys at Range Brothers. They are a Cape Town based online store. They were very kind to give me this to review. Super cool flashlight with some really interesting and different features, and I really like doing reviews of torches and things that are not as popular. As you know, I'm an Olight maniac. I'm like Olight fan, probably never going to change, but it is also cool to push and to let people know about different products, because not everybody's an Olight fan, and not everybody might have the OLED budget, although this guy is not cheap. Yeah, let's get into the review and you can see if it's something that you're interested in. So guys, here we have the Fitorch ER16 1000 lumen. As you know, I don't do unboxing reviews, but I will take you through very, very quickly what's in the box. So you obviously get the box, which is quite nice and has all the specs on the back. You get a charging cable as per usual. This is your USB type charging cable, your regular cell phone type, your non-iPhone type charging cable. Pocket clip, which actually does work really well. I'm not going to put it back onto the torch because it is a nightmare to take off the torch. It's very, very tight when it's on there, but effectively it goes on there just by pressing it downwards, and then you can rotate it wherever you want it. So that's really, really nice, really solid pocket clip. The reason I don't carry the pocket clip is because it's got a really nice case type deal, which I have been carrying. I really like this thing. It actually feels really, really good, really solid in the hand. And I'll show you how I carry it, and it just works really well. As is the norm with most sort of EDC flashlights, you get a lanyard, pretty self-explanatory. Does have a nice cushiony type of material, and a spare O-ring or seal. Basically, this is a waterproof torch, IPX rated, so you do have a spare seal. So the flashlight itself, as I said, 1000 lumens. What's really interesting about it is its operation. So it does have a memory. I've got it in 1000 lumen mode, and you've got this on-off button. Now this button is kind of like a mouse clicker more than it is a sort of a depressible button. It's very sensitive to touch, not like the Olights. I'll show you what I mean. So this is my S1 R2 baton. I did a review on this, and if you look at the button press on this guy, you'll notice that there's a bit of travel before the light actually goes on. Can you see? I can kind of depress it a bit, and only when I really want to click it does it go on. You can actually hear that audible click. So there is a bit of button travel before it gets activated. You see it's not going on, but I am pressing it down. With the Fitorch, it's like a mouse clicker. Like as soon as you tap it, it's on. And so I've got it in the lowest mode there, but there's very little travel in the button. You can see I'm going through the modes, and that's something else I want to talk to you about. But the button is like a mouse clicker, super sensitive. You can basically just grab this torch anywhere and just squeeze and it'll go on. Like ultra sensitive button on this guy. Okay, so guys, we are going to talk more about this button press in a moment and why it affects the way I carry it. I just want to take you through the lumen modes. So you've got 1000 lumens right? That's the first mode. I'm not going to tell you for how long this is because that's something I want to keep for later on. 1000 lumens. Now here's the interesting part. One tap takes you down one mode to 340 lumens. You can have that for 1.5 hours. One tap again takes you down to 100 lumens, which you can have for 6 hours. And then another tap takes you down to 3 lumens, which you can effectively have for 60 hours. And then a double tap gives you strobe in full 1000 lumen mode. Now as I go back, I'm back in 1000 lumen mode now. I'll just take my hand away so it isn't too bright on the screen. But this 1000 lumens can last for a full 30 minutes, which given a torch this size is not bad at all. You know, it is quite a bit bigger than the Olight, which I EDC. There, as you can see, it's also got a magnetic tail cap. So it is a bit bigger than the Olight, but 1000 lumens for a flashlight this size is really good. This might be something you want to keep in your car or even carry on you. I know guys who carry much bigger flashlights. As you can also see, when you got the flashlight on and the battery is running, don't know if you can see it now. I'll try to cover it up. You do get a red light flashing. That tells you that it's basically in the highest mode and the battery is running out. When you charge it, which I will show you, you get a flashing green light until it's fully charged, and then the green light will be solid. So with the torch on, the way to put it off is to press and hold the on button. There you go. Which is different to most flashlights. If you take a look, again, I'm coming back to the Olight because it's the light I carry the most often. The way it works is one tap for on. I've got it in moonlight mode now, and one tap for off. That's most flashlights. This flashlight is one tap for on, one tap to go through the modes, and you just keep tapping to go through the modes, and it'll continue to do that non-stop until you press and hold the on button, and then it'll switch off. So that is a really interesting way of doing things. I've not seen it this way before. It does have a memory, so wherever you leave it, it will go back to that mode. Now, one of the reasons I carry it in this little sheath is because this button is kind of sensitive. I don't want to carry it in my pocket because I'm afraid I'm going to sit on it and put it on. Now, I will be honest, when I did carry it in my pocket, it never happened. But it's just like, I'm just like weary of it, and I didn't want the battery to run down when I didn't want it to effectively run down or use it. So I carry it like this in this sheath, and it really works well. I mean, I'm happy with it. It doesn't look overly ugly. I think it looks actually quite cool. And to have the option of carrying it like this is really cool. Or you can obviously have it as a pocket clip. This you can obviously attach to a backpack quite easily. That kind of thing. I would really use this as a flashlight for in my car, because 1000 lumens for half an hour is a really good sort of emergency flashlight. It is made out of anodized aircraft grade aluminium. Twist off back here for your battery. It's got one 16340 battery. Because the tail cap is magnetically charged, it sort of pulls the battery in, which is quite cool, and then doesn't fall out. That's quite a nice feature for not losing your battery. That spare O-ring, by the way, would attach to the back end of the sort of battery holder, which is the back end of the torch. It's also got this knurling at the back. It's not too deep, but it's enough so that if you grab it and try to twist the cap off, your hands don't slip. Got some oil on here just to lubricate it and keep that rust free. And quite a few twists to get it on, but once it does get on, it locks down so you can't over tighten. A really nice little torch. I'm very impressed with this, and as I said, I enjoy doing reviews of things that people might not have seen before because it just adds options. And you know, at the end of the day, for the consumer, the more options, the better. I really like this little guy. From a styling perspective, it really has quite an aggressive look to it. It's got these like little slats or fin gill type things, which does add that aggressive look and feel. On the front, you've got these glass breaker edges over here. As I said, it is aircraft grade aluminum. It has been anodized as well, so it's fairly scratch resistant. At the back, you've got that knurling I was talking about. And it's got this really cool, sleek, aggressive, modern / tactical style look to it, which really, I must be honest, I'm very impressed. At the back, you've got your charging port, which just flips open like that. There you go. Rubberized button. There you see how sensitive this thing is. Like I closed the back and I tapped the front on by mistake. So the switch is quite sensitive to the touch. Like I said, it's got literally no travel. You know, you just tap it and it goes on. And for me, a really, really nice little torch. It's sort of in the same price category as the M1T Raider. I don't ever talk prices on the channel simply because if suppliers are to change their pricing, then I am in hot water. But it's kind of in around the M1T Raider price bracket. And as an unknown company, I'm very impressed with what they've been able to produce. At the end of the day, they're probably not unknown to the world, but I personally haven't heard of them. So when I do say unknown, I mean for me personally. So guys, that is my review of this little flashlight. As I said, it is IPX8 rated, which is sort of the standard 2 meter impact resistance, which is half a meter above what I believe most guys are doing. Magnetic tail cap, rechargeable, 1000 lumens for half an hour. That for me is the kicker on this guy. That's a really good time frame to get out of something this small. So really nice, quite innovative little torch. Does everything it says on the box and does it quite well. I'm really keen to see what these guys are able to produce going forward. But if this is a place to start, I think it's really cool. I will just say it is quite a light torch. It's not very heavy in the hand. The O lights tend to be a bit weighty, which I particularly like. Some people won't like it, but I like it. This guy is quite light in comparison to the O lights. So if you're wanting something with a bit more weight, then this maybe is an option for you. But if you are someone who wants the EDC, a very light torch, definitely give this guy a look in. As I said, the guys at Range Brothers sell it. I will link to their website down below. They sell like a whole host of like tactical gear and things like that. They're really cool guys. They're based in Cape Town. I actually met one of the head guys there. His name is Arno. Really nice guy. Thanks for hooking me up with this. I will link everything I said down below as well. The Fitorch ER16. Definitely keep your eye out for what these guys at Fitorch are doing. They seem to have a really good model. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good week. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers. God bless.